Hi, I'm Divya Kandanool and I'm a PhD student working with uh, Dr. Steve Green. Today, my research poster is on assessment of irrigation management for row irrigated rice using winter cover crops. So let's move forward with my introduction. We all know that flooding is the most common irrigation practice in Arkansas Delta. This practice uses a lot of water, labor, uh, and other budget inputs that questions that farmers usually face difficulties with. This questions the sustainability of flood rice system. An alternative to this management is row irrigated rice that can save a lot amount of water, labor, and inputs. So irrigation scheduling is a method which uses soil moisture sensors to help monitor irrigation on row rice fields that can help reduce the amount of labor used and also the amount of water used. Moving forward to my methods, um, my treatment fields for row rice with cover crop. Uh, That's the one. And a row rice without cover crop compared to a control, that's the MIRI, that's multiple inlet rice system. That's a flat type rice. So soil moisture sensors were installed in both the treatment fields at different depths to measure the moisture levels in the field. Flow meters were also installed um, in each of these fields to help measure the amount of irrigation water that is applied on the field. So as you can see, these are the moisture sensors that go in the field, and these are the receivers that are connected to the sensors in the field, and these sensors send signals to this receiver back, and a data logger helps uh, that helps send signals to this receiver, and from an online web portal I can use that to collect data every day. So moving forward to my results here, as you can see my graphs here, these graphs depict the soil moisture in the field at different depth, at different dates throughout the season, and also at different depths, that is 15, 30, and 46 centimeters in the field. The graph also shows the graphs also show the precipitation in during the season. So the zero value here indicates that the fields are completely wet or saturated. And as you go lower, that is, this is in this soil moisture tension is measured in kilopascals. So as we go higher in the graph, it's minus 20, minus 40, and minus 60. That means the plants are using up water, and the field is becoming water deficit. So as you can see, this set of graphs depict the cover crop field, and these set of graphs depict the no cover crop fields. When you compare the cover crop with no cover crop, you see the fields are fluctuating more on the no cover crop field compared to the cover crop field that's staying wet. This indicates that cover crops are helping to retain soil moisture in the field throughout the season. Um, Moving to my next table here, this table indicates the yield. Um, as you can see that row rice, this is row rice with no cover, and this is row rice with cover crop, and this is the flood type treatment control. So when you compare the yields with row rice and the treatment control, you can see they're same, but the field with cover crop had little less yield. This we are speculating because there were some planter issues, and that made a poor seed to soil contact, which was an issue, and the cover crop, I mean the rice yield stand was delayed by 10 days. So that could be the reason why we have a low yield here. Otherwise we could have made closer to this numbers here, with no cover and needy. The next um, graph here indicates the amount of water that was put in to the fields, compared to the meaty control. So this is the meaty control, and this is the row rice with no cover and row rice with cover crop. You can see the amount of water. There is very less amount of water used for row rice compared to the meaty, indicating that there is potential to save water here, in row rice compared to meaty control. And also these numbers here indicate the water use efficiency of the field. So when you compare the row rice with row rice no cover with meaty control, you can see this row rice is much more efficient than the meaty control. And this one could be explained because of the delayed stand establishment here. That's why it might have gone down a little bit. But otherwise, row rice is working well in saving water compared to the meaty fields. With these results, I summarize that row rice can be a potential alternative for flood rice, and using cover crops in combination with row rice can support improvement in yield and also water use. This application makes a huge difference for farmers as they save water, energy, and inputs at the same time. Thank you.